Hey everyone, it's Rebecca from Vital Work, and I have a short message for you today about the wisdom that you already have within. So recently, one of the members of our team started a training session by asking the audience a question. And the question was, how does your workplace culture affect your own personal resilience on a day-to-day basis? And conversely, how do your personal resiliency practices impact your workplace culture? Not surprisingly, the answers were really insightful. People said things like, I find that when I really commit to disconnecting from technology and work on the evenings and the weekends, when I do go back to work, I not only am I more productive, but I actually treat people differently and better. My relationships at work are better when I take care of myself. And then they said things in reverse, like, I worked in a toxic culture for a lot of years, and I found that during that time, it was really hard for me to leave the negative emotions of that at work. So not only would I bring it home and affect my personal relationships, but I found it much harder to bounce back from stressful events when they happened. So when she shared this feedback with me, I had two thoughts. And one of them was just the confirmation that this relationship we often talk about between individual well-being and workplace culture is so real. People feel it, although they might not have said it out loud until they come to one of our sessions. People intuitively know how their own personal energy impacts culture and how culture impacts their own personal energy. The second thing, though, that occurred to me is I was just reminded again about how much wisdom most human beings already have inside of themselves. Most human beings carry so much wisdom about themselves, about their bodies, about their minds, about what's right for them and not right for them, and what they need to do and not need to do. It's just that most people need the right type of space and a welcoming invitation to say those things out loud, to tap into their own wisdom. And so I was grateful because this is really what we do in our work all day long, is we create spaces for conversations individually and in groups where people can tap into the wisdom they already have about energy, connection, and courage, where they can learn from others, where they can learn more about themselves, where they can connect with other people who are also learning, and where they can then begin to really operationalize and make changes in their life based on the wisdom they already have. So here's my question for you today. I'm leaving you with this. What wisdom do you already have about yourself or your relationships, about energy, connection, or courage that you maybe haven't yet said out loud? What do you already know is true for you that you'd really like to put into action?